Good day. Welcome to my Facebook or my YouTube channel. You are welcome to the Leadership Development and Administrative Talk coaching session coming to you from the Rudolph Cornell University. And I've been your host. My name is Professor Paul Allieu Kamara. I have a very interesting topic that I want us to discuss today, and that is characteristics of an effective leader. What are the characteristics of an effective leader? If we talk about leaders, what are some of the key things we are talking about? What are the key things that we are expected of him? And what are these benchmarks that one can refer to as an hallmark of a good leader? Don't forget, there are many of them. I'm just trying to give you, from my perspective and from theories, some which will help you, and then you can do more by doing your own research. It is an honor to be elected as an officer of your organization. An officer must not only possess superior organizational, communication, and managerial skill. He or she must assume greater responsibility and provide consistent, inspired, and principle-centered leadership for other members of the organization. It is very important for us to understand that we are providing leadership for other members of our organization. Most importantly, he or she must possess the ability to lead by example. Example is what makes the best leader. Attempting to gain respect and confidence of he or she's followed or followers in the group. Self-discipline will enable any leader to hold others accountable if the leader is disciplined. It will enable any leader to hold anyone accountable for their action. After all of this, if you are, as a leader, you do not pay your bills and come to meeting on time, or prepare for meeting and act with responsibility in a social atmosphere, why should other members do what you, the leader, have not prepared already to do? So you must be an example and a pace setter to qualify you as a good leader. Let's look at some traits, some exceptional traits of a leader. One is proactive versus reactive move of a leader. Studies have proved that exceptional leader is always thinking 3 steps ahead and work to master his or her environment with the goal of avoiding problems before they even arise. You know, you have this big grammar in leadership which we call procrastination. There are many procrastinators. What is to be done cannot be done until it's undone them or undo them. There is a saying that says what you cannot do might undo you. And there are times when you are so reactive to the point that what cannot be escalated always escalate. And others, instead of de-escalating, they escalate. So being proactive is one of the best suggestions of a good leader. Number two, we talk about flexible or adaptable. A leader must be flexible and adaptable. How one handles oneself in an unexpected or uncomfortable situation matters. An effective leader will always adapt to new surroundings and situations, doing his or her best to adjust at any time. So you can't be static. You must full of tactics, not static, but tactics. There are dynamic situations. There are some shift or change that demand shifting and change from the organization you represent or serve. There is always room for change and adapting in the situation that occurs. Number three, we talk about communication. A good leader is a good communicator. You must learn the skill of mastering your communication skills. The art of communication is what makes a very, very good leader. As a leader, one must listen a lot. He or she must be willing to work to understand the needs and desire of the membership. A good leader asks many questions. Many questions. What? Why? Who? When? Where? So you must learn to ask what happened, who were the people that are involved, where does it happen or happening, when, and how. There is always need to ask. So once you get enough information, you'll be able to consider all options and see which one is the best practice to be adopted. So you consider all options and leads the organization in the right direction. Because to every organization, the leader matters most. Just like into every car, the driver matters. It is the driver that carries the vehicle, so you can carry the vehicle where you are going. So if you are not going the right direction, you might end up crashing the vehicle. So that is about leadership. If the leader has not the ability, the correct, skill to drive the members of his organization, they might all crash and fail. So that is why before you take an action or take move as a leader, you have to consider all the options. You have to ask many questions. Number three, we talk about respect. An officer should show respect to those who elect him or her to the position. Hear me. You are wielding the people's power. You are there as a servant sent by the people to represent them. And one of the things that may motivate them to believe in you is when you respect them. Showing others respect will ultimately bring respect to you. Respect is reciprocal. The reason why many leaders lose authority or lost authority is because they don't know this secret, that respect is a foundation to sustainable leadership and best practice. Therefore, respect is an important tool in building leadership in every spectrum. So on this note, I would like us to understand this, that when you are leading, you have to lead with respect. And respect is said to be reciprocal. You give it and they give it back to you. How do you practice respect? One, you have to be confident. Be proud of the organization and let the pride of emanating to others within the outside. So be proud of the organization and let the pride emanate to others within the outside of the group. If you win the respect of the outsiders, it makes you a professional and the best leader. So it is not about you, it's about those one you lead. That's where many have missed it. Authority and leadership is quite different. You may have authority, but you are not a leader. Leadership has to do with qualities. And one of the qualities is you have to respect the ones you lead. So please pay attention to this, as caused a lot of downfall in different companies, NGOs, government, and different sectors. Respect is a foundation to sustainable development. I spoke to someone this morning. I said to him, a leader does not need to know everything, but he needs to have people that knows everything. You can't know everything, but you need to search for the people that knows what you want them to know or to do. You can't be an accountant and be the driver at the same time. No, there must be a driver, an accountant, an administrator, an engineer. These are all different people. But your duty is to coordinate all of them to have one goal, the achievement of your product. So we look at 4, enthusiastic. A leader must be enthusiastic. You must have passion, excitement. You have to be contagious. When a leader is motivated and excited about the organization, the group will follow his or her lead. When you lead an organization you don't love, you will destroy it. The first thing that you must do as a leader is to love what you lead. Love your country, love your company, love your organization, love the people you lead. Once you do so,